Hasn't it always felt like there was something missing from Minecraft? Like something could be added to really make the game more interesting, to really add a new level of difficulty to the game? Well, today we're going to be looking at a mod that adds something completely new to the game that'll really put you on your toes and keep you questioning whether or not you should go to that next village to trade with that villager when they could be infected. Hey guys, this is Energized. Welcome back. Today we're reviewing a mod called Immortuos Calyx. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's a mod that basically it's like an infection that you spread to the entire world. Players, entities, anything that lives, it can be infected. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so a couple things with this mod. The main thing about it, as you can see here, we have the infected entities. This is what they look like when they're fully infected. Just to let you know, it's completely random when the mob spawns. There's a random chance, a low chance that they could spawn infected. And if that infection does spread to other entities, which it can if you get damaged by it, I think that's the only way, is if you get damaged by that entity, is you're going to get infected, basically. So either they spawn with it, or it gets infected to them by another entity that's already infected. That's kind of how it works. If you wanted to, you can start the infection yourself from creative with a couple of the items, which I'm going to go ahead and show here. As you can see, that's an infected diver, affected villager, infected player, and then they have the infected iron golem as well. Any entity can become infected, but depending on if it has the specific spawn model, it'll transform into that kind of look. Which these are the infected models. Like I said, infected human, infected diver, infected villager, infected iron golem, and infected player. Now, infected human and infected player, they don't seem to be different at all. They seem to be basically the exact same thing. I'll go ahead and show you here. So that's the infected human and infected player. Basically, they're both like, you know, Steve and Alex players. When they do die, they do drop an infected thing you could pick up usually, which I'll show in a second here. To see in those two, here's the infected golem. Here's the infected villager. These are the ones that can actually convert once infected, and the diver as well. And as you can see, they drop the Immortuos eggs. But that is all the entities, and I'll go ahead and show you some of the crafting recipes, as well as some of the items, and a little cool scanner we got here that scans for infected. So you have the anti-parasitic. This strengthens your immune system to the parasite, does not make you immune, may also kill early forms of infection, but will cause light organ damage obtained through syringe extraction from a slime or crafting. And I could show you the recipes for each one. That's how you craft the anti-parasitic if you want that. Sugar, honey block, syringe, and kelp. And to craft a syringe is just that. Then you have Calyxinide. Like I said, I don't know how to pronounce any of this, so if I pronounce anything incorrectly, it's not my fault, it's your fault. Anyway, kills the Immortuos Calyx parasite. May need multiple doses for later stage infections, but may be lethal if the parasite is ingrained too heavily, so that can actually kill you. And to craft that, you need the anti-parasitic, which I showed how to craft, iron ingot, 2 gold ingots, and the Immortuos eggs, which you get from infected entities, as you've seen that I killed there. And there's the Immortuos eggs, which you can use to infect anything. Literally any entity, if it's alive, you can infect it. This village was infected because I messed with it earlier. I think everybody's dead though. There we go. It kind of makes that sound to infect. If you want to infect yourself, you just shift, right click, and then I'm now infected. This is a great mod if you want to have like some sort of zombie infection. If you want like a kind of a virus to go around your server, if you want people to get infected, like a zombie virus, if you could think about it that way. Having this in like a big server with like some survival server would be pretty cool. If there's any chance that players can get infected, it's like a disease that gets spread around. Anyways, up next we have the stabilized Immortuos injection. And this is injected into a player to impede infection progress, allowing you to keep effects without being fully converted. So if I do shift right click, I just injected that into myself. And I'll go ahead and show you the health scanner here. This shows what is infected. I shift right click to view my own. I'm infected 1%, and I just use that so it should kind of stabilize me a little bit. As you can see, Mr. Skeleton over here is not infected, not stabilized. So use this to kind of stabilize yourself to help the infection slow down. Put some of our infected entities in there. Now if I go ahead and use it on them, you can see it says target completely infected. So when they're completely infected, you know, yeah, you're just done for if you get hit by one of these things. Oh, he's gonna try to escape. I don't think so. And then we have unstable Immortuos strand. Now this is kind of used in crafting recipes. So let me go ahead and show you how to craft all these. So to craft this stabilized Immortuos injection, you do need anti-parasitic unstable Immortuos strand and the Immortuos eggs. So you cannot craft the unstable Immortuos strand. It's a rare drop from heavily infected individuals. So that's why it's so hard to get the stabilized Immortuos injection, because this is a rare drop from heavily infected individuals. So this isn't something you're just going to be able to willy-nilly craft and cure everybody with. It's going to be a rare drop. So if you want to cure somebody or stabilize them, good luck. Good luck getting this. Good luck trying to cure everybody, because once this is spread, it's just out of control, basically. And of course, there's the syringe, which I showed how to craft. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show off the infection scanner here. You can see when I stand on it, it makes that sound. That means I'm infected. So we have right here, we have a villager. Different sound when they're not infected. Kind of a brighter, higher pitched sound. Go ahead and kill him off. We have an infected. As you can tell, different tone. Just saying that he's infected, clearly. That's basically all that does. And in order to craft the infection scanner, you need a redstone comparator, you need some smooth stone, an ink sac, and an observer. And in order to craft the health scanner, of course, you need a gold ingot, the infection scanner itself, redstone lamp, heavy weighted pressure plate, and redstone dust. And that's basically all the items that I seen to the mod. Now, like I said, it's kind of just one of those things that's going to work in the background to kind of mess up your server. It's gonna infect everybody and just make everybody into complete, zombies. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show it off when I get fully infected. I'll go ahead and show that off. So right now we are infected, I believe. We are stabilized, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab me some eggs here, inject this into myself like crazy, and I'm still stabilized, so that didn't seem to, do much. But I believe it's most effective in survival. So you do have to be in survival for it to spread throughout your body, which makes sense. In creative, it's not really going to do anything. But now that I'm in survival, you can see the infection will start to spread. You'll get like notifications in your chat that says like your throat feels sore, something's starting to happen to your body. Like those kind of things are going to show up in chat to kind of show you the status if you don't have an infection scanner. So if you don't have an infection scanner and you want to know if you're infected, you'll just find out when you get the symptoms, pretty much. And these guys do attack you, by the way, as you can tell. See, they can see me. They're kind of... Oh, that really hurt. Ow. Okay. Ow. Oh, they're biting me through the glass. Jesus Christ. We're gonna go ahead and just let this infection spread, and I will be right back once I'm fully infected. Alright, guys, so I am 89% infected, and you can see kind of the status that's showing up in the chat here. So it says my throat feels sore at an early process of it. Your mind feels foggy, starts to creep up, you feel something moving around in your head, you try to yell but nothing comes out, and there's something on your skin and you can't get it off. You start feeling ill in warm environments and better in cool ones. You begin to feel relieved while diving into the murky depths. And then you begin to feel weak in all but the coldest environments as we're creeping up to 88, 89%. And the infection is starting to slow, like the process of it. So it's like staying at 89, slowly making its way up. And there were some sounds emitting from my character, some very non-human sounds you'll start to hear. And I actually do have slowness, weakness, and water breathing at this moment. I'm actually slower, I'm weaker, but I do have water breathing. So we're kind of at that process of it, and I will be back once we are at the full infected process. Okay, so I had to die because I used the stabilized Immortuos strand, so I wasn't able to get fully converted. But I was stuck at 89%, and I went ahead and killed myself. And as you can see, there's my converted character. I believe it is actually my player skin, but with like blood on him. You could see that. Yep, and it even has my name tag, so it's pretty cool. If a player dies while highly infected, they turn into one of those, and they can kill you. Kind of scary. And it's funny because it looks just like a player with its name tag, and he's punching me like a player would, so it's pretty cool. So let me try to do this the right way, and let me not use the stabilized strand, and I will be completely infected, and we'll see what happens when the infection reaches 100%. So I'll be back once again. Okay, so we're basically fully infected. We're at 95%, but my vision has now gotten very dark, as you can tell. So now we can't really see much, along with you know, having these other status effects of weakness and slowness. So we're pretty fucked up. And wow, we've gotten a lot slower. We can't even sprint anymore, as you can tell. At 96%. So we're almost fully infected. We're about to see what it's like when we hit 100% infection here. So just 4% more to go. Oh, and here we go. You feel an overwhelming pain in your head. We are now at 100%. Oh God. Now we're taking damage. This illness is really starting to hurt. There's pain in our head. Something's still crawling around in there. It's not good. I guess it's kind of like one of those things. It's just like, see how long you can survive. We're at 101% infection. So once you get infected, this starts to happen. And I'm sure that's probably very annoying. You're constantly getting hurt and it's dark and you're like, oh man, this is not good. As you can see, I am in containment right now. Let me out of containment, god damn it. I've been contained because I have this illness that is starting to slowly kill me. Pretty much all you have to survive on is food. So basically, once you hit 100%, you're gonna start to die. And there's basically no way to stop it unless you craft one of those recipes, which are very expensive. And if you don't have those materials at this point, you're basically dead. There's gonna be an infected version of you running around going to attack everybody. So unless you have yourself in containment, then yeah. Basically, you're gonna have to have a containment cell if you have this mod. So if you get infected, you're putting yourself in containment to keep your undead self away from the world so that you don't infect anyone else. It's really taking a toll on us. As you can see, it's starting to hurt more and more, around 105%. And if you are stabilized, you don't get to fully turn. It seems like you get stuck at like 89%. But unstabilized, this is what happens. But when you still die and you're stabilized, you'll still have an infected version of yourself when you die. And here we go. Ooh, we're about to die here. Not feeling so well. Oh shit. Goodbye, cruel world. Aw. As you can see, it says I fell to the parasite. And there is now, if I go back. And as you can now see, there's an infected version of me in that containment cell. Kept safe from the world. And as you can see, it does keep your skin, which is nice. And, yeah, that's basically it. It's a cool aspect to add to your game if you want to have this like disease that goes around the world and can infect you and basically turn you into some sort of undead, infected, parasite-ridden individual, as you can see walking around there. So it's a very cool mod. I'm gonna go ahead and let him breach containment, let him out to the world. Come on, you're free to go. I wonder if I'd touch him if I'm infected now. No, dude, you're literally free and you're choosing to stay in your containment cell. What is wrong with you? But yeah, I think that'll do it for this mod. If I forgot to go over anything, just let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you want to, you can subscribe as well to stay updated to more content that I put out. I will be putting more stuff like this out. And if you want to see some of my previous videos I made recently, go ahead and go to my channel. You can click on the link down below to go to my channel. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.